the Trekkie Girls.
Hi!
Welcome to 2012.
2012, yes. We talked about this, didn't we? It's now called 2012.
Yeah. No? Like 2011. Why would we say that? Why did we say that? I don't know. I don't understand.
We didn't say 1999.
Exactly.
Well, we got for you an exciting update for our Trekkie In Training.
Yes. Sarah has watched the motion picture.
She did it.
Yeah.
Hey, well done, well done.
Yeah.
I had a message from her saying, I'm doing it, I'm watching the motion picture.
Yeah.
And I said, well, tweet it live to our tweet followers. And I wasn't particularly well that night, so I had to go to bed halfway through. She was at home and I was at home, and she was tweeting it, so I was following her for a bit, and in the end I said, oh, I feel really ill. So luckily our delightful Twitter followers picked up her questions, and that was really nice of them. So really grateful to you guys for looking out for our TiT. So that was very good.
Yes.
I was a bit concerned about that one element.
Yeah, there's just something she said. She said it was a punishment.
Yeah, she said I'm doing my punishment. It's like, well, that wasn't it.
No, the punishment was if you didn't watch it. That was part of your training.
Yeah. So the requirement for the job of Trekkie In Training was to watch the motion picture. It's no punishment.
No, it's a milestone. We all cross it. Yeah.
So we have an idea.
Yeah. We're gonna open Trekkies In Training up. So we have a new one, or potentially a new one, should things all work out.
We have. We think what's best is a bit of competition. You know.
People thrive best.
Yeah, I think that's way forward. I know Sarah will anyway. Yeah. So. So we've got a potential new Trekkie In Training. He's actually we've mentioned him before, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
So he watches the show.
Yeah.
And in fact I had a message from him today asking about whether we'd make him a Romulan ale. So we're very very impressed with his enthusiasm. He started watching Star Trek chronologically in Star Trek Timeline, which it's not how we would have.
No.
We would have subscribed it, would we? I don't think.
No. But I'm nothing against that way.
No, nothing against it. But it's a bit like the debate about which order you watch Star Wars in.
Yeah.
What would you say?
I'd say middle three, then back to first.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I did it the other way.
You watched it timeline order.
I watched it in production order, is that what you mean?
Oh, no, yeah, that's what I meant.
That's what you meant. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I did, yeah. Okay, it's so complex, isn't it, trying to explain it. Yeah, I watched it in production order. And Sorry is watching Star Trek in chronological order in terms of the Star Trek timeline. Yeah. So, not production order. So that sort of gives me a little bit of concern. I just think things are more enjoyable watching them the way the creators meant them, you know.
Yeah, it's true. You seeing like how it progressed from the original series to the Next Generation instead of from Enterprise to the original is such a different time shift.
Exactly. So he's watched like Enterprise and now he's watching the original series. Okay. And I think the joy with Enterprise is that you pick up things that you're used to seeing in the future. You know.
Plus, the end episode won't make all that much sense to him unless he's seen the Next Generation.
And there's lots of things like that, isn't there? Like Deep Space Nine, the Trials and Tribulations episode.
So there's little things like that.
Flashback Voyager.
Yeah. It's a new year, and we spend it as all Trekkies would, out of uniform for a while. Just a few drinks from Sam's.
We did have a good New Year's, didn't we?
Yes.
Carol had a cup of tea 10 minutes before midnight.
Yeah.
And then poor Carol got really embarrassed.
No, it's fine.
Carol did her annual stunt of being sick in my house.
I'm sorry, 1 year, I'm going to give that up as like a resolution.
And then 2 hours later she says to me, Sam, can you make me a Tranya? I need a Tranya! That's after the girl, she downed that thing.
It was delicious.
It was a good Tranya, admittedly. It wasn't without Star Trekness, was it?
Oh, it couldn't not be, to be fair. Yeah.
Somehow, the reason why we're not in our Star Trek uniforms today, sometimes most of the time we're dressed up in our uniforms. The reason we're not is because they're being burnt.
Let's say there was an incident.
some of the boys managed to find their way into our cupboard, and this happened.
Yeah.
It's futile. It is grim, but how well can our friend Steve pull off the TNG scan?
I know, it's really impressive.
I mean, honestly, I always thought I'd be horrified by I saw a man in real life wearing one of them.
Exactly. When we were in Las Vegas at the Star Trek convention, I saw a man in a scant. Brave man. Many a person came up to...
Did I see him?
He was... I don't know.
I can't remember.
But
I'd remember that, surely.
Yeah. But people were coming up and congratulating him and all the rest. But I was like...
Was it yellow?
Oh, you're gone.
No, okay. Don't worry.
But and I was like, that's a brave man. But he didn't put it off as well as Steve.
Really?
No.
Better than Steve. And you can't see it from this picture, but his pants matched.
What were the chances? As if he knew.
I know.